It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheeseheads on, and it filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And away we go from Wisconsin. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Shaheed motioning right. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
2nd and 1. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Thrown on first down, Love. Getting out to his left. He can run it. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown. He's out of bounds. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
They motion the tight end over. They kick the running back in motion. Love from the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. It's a Green Bay touchdown. Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Oh, and it's no good. Just his 2nd missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. Now, probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They give on second to Kamara. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Another run for Kamara. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They're going play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
From the gun on 3rd down. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass on a 4th down instead.
Here's the snap on 4th. Oh, he got some air under this one. Deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 10. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They are throwing it again. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Buying some time right. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Kamara. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Saints find their way to 6. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Blake Grupe to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints take the lead on that successful kick. Reed now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Love. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He's got it inside the 25. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers need only 1 to take the lead. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, And 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers push their lead to 6. On now is McManus to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Setting up a throw. Chased out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. It's a perfect play to break it big.
Throwing from the gun here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
They run it from the gun with Kamara. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. 13-7 is our score. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. The Packers take their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Back to throw now. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. Groupie's extra point is good. And the Saints take the lead on that successful kick. Reed now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Throwing off the play fake here. He fires one deep down the middle. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. He's within striking distance. And he's finally taken down at the 7-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Tight end going in motion here.
Street. 18 Cardinal.
Love out of the shotgun. Flush down it. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a second quarter lead. Jordan Love, the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end brought the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They go play action on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Forced out to his right. He's on the move. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks a little short of that 35.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room. Just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Offense up to the line fast. Kamara now on first and 10. And he has 7 on that run as we're down to the 2-minute warning. Second and 3 now. Receiver in motion, headed right. From the 30 on second down. This one's caught. It's Shaheed near the sideline. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Kamara running out of the gun. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Running it after the penalty. Is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints tie it in the final minute of the half. Groupie to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll take the lead. Reed now to kick this one away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Okay, ready?
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down throw, here's Love. That finds Jacobs, complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. The Packers trying to hurry to the line. Takes the handoff, now Love. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Hawk 70.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. So with only a single second remaining, they're going to try a field goal. This is a 48-yard look for him. And he missed it. It's no good. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cut 19, cut 19. Cut.
From the pistol, here's Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Come on, set. Hurt, hurt. Mustang 19. Ready.
Trying again, following the sack. This is on target to Christian Watson. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Let's go. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Set go.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Buys time, rolling right. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Hold the ready.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
18 Pioneer. Set. Ready, ready.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Warrior 70. Ready, ready. Hut, hut.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Cut by Jacobs. Oh, what a stiff arm. And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest
Here
game.
we go. Set. 70 range, 70 range. And up.
Play action on 1st down. That's cut at the 4. And he almost gets to the 5. He's out at the 6. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Love to throw again. Catch is made in close. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. It's not loose. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate. Will they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, and maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants?
And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. After the penalty, let's see how their composure is as they still try 4th and goal.
Go! Go, Chap! Go, Chap! Panther Street! Panther Street! Ready?
Quick throw right side. Touchdown, Green Bay. So the Packers showing faith in their offense as they decide to go for 2.
Ready?
Packers will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Panther 60! Panther 60! Hurt! Hurt! Check! Hurt! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Dragon 60! Chap 60! Chap 60! Check go!
He's throwing for it. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
First and 10 now from the 30. Running behind center with Kamara. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Going to the ground again on first. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 now. This is reeled in by Kamara. And he goes down a little short of the 40. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
I'm sure, Coach, your play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Only They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he's brought down for a loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they step the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. And the Packers are there. He's hauled down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. He's on the move. Looking middle, firing deep. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. On the move, headed right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A good find for a nice gain, but you're not going to see that on the stat sheet later because they get him for an illegal forward pass.
Yeah, this is one of those penalties, Kate. They actually give you so much grace. If you have any body part touching that line, even a little tiny pinky toe, it's allowed. But in this case, everything was ahead of it, and therefore the play was for naught.
Hey, check that, street.
Handoff running right, Jacobs. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that 1st down marker.
Play fake, it's Love. Catch is made down the right sideline. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That was a whole lot of hoofing it all the way across the field before the 2. Tight end and QB could find a window in that zone to get him the ball. He had to earn that catch in every single yard that came with it.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs. It gets the better defenses in this league.
Back to throw it. That'll be complete to Jacobs. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal.
Viking 18. Hut, hut.
They'll run. Jacobs. And a nice effort there to fight forward for a decent gain. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up second and goal. The Saints calling for a timeout, so they're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They're lining up on the doorstep. Second and goal from inside the 1.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, smash Bronco. Check, check,
Running
check,
back
check.
sent in motion.
18, Pioneer. Warriors 70. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 79 Bronco. And up.
He has it on the QB sneak. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Packers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Jordan Love, the touchdown. The 5th time he's scored, putting him just 1 off that single-game record. The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Packers double their lead to 14. On now is McManus to kick this away. Shaheed now to return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Throwing from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Kamara's got it. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. Give him 30 yards on that one. And the Saints are going to have a first down. It's crunch time now, baby. 2-score game, just 2 timeouts, plus, of course, that 2-minute warning.
19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Second and 10 now. He's going deep this time. He's got it inside the 10. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance. That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you've got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
Oh, the Saints are looking confident that they have it, and they do! Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
Set. Unlock line. Unlock line. Set up. Go.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Ready, ready. Cut 19. Cut 19. Mustang 19. Ready, ready.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. might take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
12 brings up third down.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long.
Here we go, set. Okay, smash. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Hut, hut.
Here he is to throw. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Packers send out their punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
18 ready. And then 18 right here. Warriors 17. And then
Back to throw. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
79 Broncos. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Setting up to pass. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Back 60. Back 60.
To throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. He'll look to throw it. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Let's go now.
2nd and 3. Forced out to his right. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
19 tight.
Throwing now. Escapes out to the left. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
To throw here on 1st down. Trying to push it deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. He'll throw it. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Now to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers make the play that should win them this game. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw,